think of Warsaw always during the summertime or springtime. Lilac come to my mind. I somehow think of Warsaw filled with lilac against open blue skies, and the air filled with the aroma of the smell, with the aroma of the lilac. What was life like before the war? My father was a jeweler. We had a very warm, wonderful family, very caring. Belonged to the middle class. We lived in a middle class neighborhood. We went to school. I was very young, a child. There was a great deal of warmth, a great deal of comfort and security that came from the community, that came both from the family, that came from the neighbors. The recollections I have is of holidays and togetherness. And there was suffering, there was security. The community outside, we lived in a Jewish neighborhood. Some things that come to my mind is that the first signs of not being at home, even though to me Poland, Warsaw was the center of my life. In fact, I used to feel sorry for children or for people who couldn't speak Polish. It seemed to me that they wouldn't be able to express their feelings with all the nuances if they didn't speak Polish. Poland was the center. Poland was my home. It was my light. It was my life. Yet, when I started to go to school, I began to feel the hostility of the community outside my immediate community, which was really, even as a child, incomprehensible to me. I remember when I first started to go to school, I had to go through a non-Jewish neighborhood. And the children were chasing us, Polish children were chasing us with stones and chanting anti-Semitic jingles and calling us anti-Semitic names. And I remember that their parents were sitting on a stoop and would watch it, and that they didn't stop them. I remember, as a matter of fact, when we ran, I hid under, in a market, I remember particularly that incident where I hid under a cart, under a wagon. I remember that it filled me with such terror that when I was in first grade, every day when I went to school in the morning, I used to vomit out of fear, and I think that eventually subsided. I recognized that I can survive that, but it wasn't nice.